Okay, so welcome to this course, Clothing System Lifecycle Design, Theory, Method, and Tools. And let's say you find there the title, Designing Sustainable Clothing System, even because we have recently published a book. I believe you are aware because Professor Giovanni Conti was an author together with Luca Micri, the other professor of this course. And the title of the book is Designing Sustainable Clothing System. And definitely this is the core reference that just been issued, but I will say a few things right after. So welcome to all. Now I'm going to introduce the course so that you know what is going to happen, basically. Maybe before a few words about me. I'm working at the Politecnico di Milano at the design department. I'm head of a research lab on design and system innovation for sustainability called LENS Lab. LENS is because it stands for Learning Network on Sustainability. And even about this, I will say a few things about because it could be of some interest for you. Nevertheless, it's a network of university all around the world to diffuse design for sustainability. And with some funds coming from the EU, together with some other colleagues, I've been the founder of this network. So, but let's start. So here we will see the scope and the structure, and the bibliography and some other e-learning resources about the bibliography I already told, but there is something else that I want you to be aware of. Okay. So what is what I have to admit a person. Okay. Okay, we have a course of 22 hours, so it's not that bad. So there will be a time to learn something, both in terms of the knowledge base as well as know-how, so even more on a practical dimension, so even something about method and tools. So the point is what we promise to you, let's say, is that you will be able to design sustainable clothing product service system in terms of offer model. We will see this. You will be able to design environmentally sustainable clothing product, so that's up to a product dimension. This will become more clear during the course of the lecture. You will be used to use some key tools to orientate the design of both clothing product and product service system design towards sustainable solution, environmentally sustainable solution. And finally, yes, we will give you even some information to deepen your knowledge if you want to. Even beyond the content of this course. Basically, it's about 1/3 of the time, maybe a little bit less even, will be taught class. Today will be all taught class, okay? The other will be a design exercise, and you will be working in 4 groups. I don't know if you have been inform about that. So 4 group of 6 person each. Day 1, which is today, what is going to happen? I'm making this introduction, then I will introduce you the LENS network, even because this is the main source of further information and knowledge that we will give to you. You will see, it's quite interesting. And then we will start, let's say, by an introductory chapter related to sustainable development and system innovation, and an introduction to design for sustainability. Then there will be a second part in which we will start to go more closely, more related to the clothing system. Indeed, I will deal with the introduction of the first part, and Luca will take you through the other part of the lecture. We will have a break in between. The second day, we will have still some taught lecture. So the first will be on what is a sustainable clothing product service system. So something beyond simple product, how to design this, and then to see even something about guidelines and so on. Then we will introduce a methodology we have developed during the course of several years, even because part of you will be using part of this methodology. The methodology in itself has not been developed merely for a clothing system, but we develop, even because of some projects funded by the Ministry of Research and University here in Italy, develop some tools specifically for the clothing system. And then it will start a design exercise. So next lecture, I will really, we will be in the class, not as today, and I definitely invite you all to be there. Of course, if someone is not, cannot join, I know that there will be some spaces devoted to each of the group, so that some can work even online. But my strong suggestion is that you, whoever may, to join. So not as today. Okay, today is not there is not an exercise, so it's not about this. We will introduce some one key tool, and then you will start. Working in terms of generating idea. Here, I'm not going really into the depth of everything like this, but just to give you an idea of how it will work. The third day, again, there will be a design exercise presentation, and then the presentation of two tools, and then you will be working. Where is yellow is when it's up to you to work. You will be working in group and designing using these tools. And then at the end of this third day, you will make a plenary presentation of the concept that you presented and a discussion. The plenary presentation is aimed both at discussing and understanding further what we are going to learn during this course, as well as to give an evaluation. Because, you know, this is a course in which an evaluation is requested. Then again, we will go on. Yes, the fourth day, we will go on with the design exercise. And in this case, other tools will be presented. This will be the first were related to a system innovation. Again, it will become clear what we mean by that. And in this case, there will be some tools and processes to design clothing product, okay? So this will be in the fourth day. It will continue the fifth day. And the last day, you will have some time to prepare the presentation, and then there will be the real, again, a plenary presentation. So we will have two plenary presentations, so 2 moments in which we have a further discussion, as I said, as well as the possibility to give an evaluation. The design exercise, for you to know, you will be working on to design an environmentally sustainable sport winter jacket, both the system as well as the product, as the product, in terms of the concept. And I tell you now, since we won't have that much time as it could be in a longer course, the aim is not really to develop the perfect concept in terms of economic feasibility and all the detail that we may get when we have more time. The aim is through the group working to understand what has been said during the taught class, okay? As well as to understand where and how to use some tools. So even the evaluation will not be about the exact, how good is the concept in general terms, but how well you have understood how to develop this to be with a low environmental impact, both on a product and on a system level. The point is not really to come out with a great concept, okay? This is not, we won't have enough time for doing that. The real point is that because this is known, that when you are working in group and in a design process, all the knowledge that you have acquired during the taught class will be absorbed much better because you're working with other colleagues, and then you are discussing with us and so on. So indeed, during the design course, we will go group by group to discuss. So it will be a learning process. Bibliography and learning resources. Okay, as I said, this is the key. I don't know. I believe you already get the news that this book is available, I believe, by Professor Giovanni. Nevertheless, you can download it for free as a digital, and there it's just it came out just recently, and you can find what we said here and even more. Okay. But you can go even on a platform. It's a platform of this network that is called LENS, the Learning Network on Sustainability. You can see the address there. And there is a course on design for environmentally sustainable fashion system. It could be that there are there could be something that is, but we will inform you about that. I'm thinking right now, because it could be that if there is something more than what we are going to say into this course, we will inform you about that. Okay, then. Nevertheless, if you go into a course, so you select the courses, you select the course you want to see, you click on it, and then you have, you see inside all the learning resources. So you can see the video or the slides, it depends what is this. You can download the other learning resources. In the same website, you can find tools. Of course, there are some tools that you will be using that are related to clothing, but if you're interested in design for sustainability more in general, this is a website from which you can download even other tools related to, in general, design for sustainability, or related to furniture, related to energy systems, and something like this. There is a space for cases, case study. Okay, for example, here we have a case of a furniture. and everything is free to view and download. You have just to log in as a single user, register as a member of Lens Europe, because this will be asked, and that's it. And then you can see and view all the things.